Hi everyone, my name is Diamante. I'm a psychotherapist and counselor practicing in Dublin, Ireland and online. Today I want to talk about what is a good therapy session from a point of view of a client. So, first of all, have you been to therapy before? Can you compare those therapeutic experiences among several therapists? Maybe they have been trained in different modalities. Is this therapist particularly working using certain approach, such as CBT, or are they humanistic psychotherapists? Are they leaning towards psychodynamic approach? So there are several approaches, and I've only named a few. When it comes to personal therapy, I think one thing that's just absolutely crucial, there has to be a good therapeutic relationship. Therapeutic relationship is also known as therapeutic alliance. So that's when a therapist and a client, they just click. It's just like when you have somebody who you can relate with, who you can easily pick up a conversation, or you just simply feel comfortable talking about yourself, your personal stuff. That's what can suggest you that, yeah, these are the things that are giving us the green light. The green light, these are the good factors in a therapeutic space. So, first and foremost, therapeutic relationship. How does it feel to be in the room with this person? Are you having online sessions or is it in person? How does it feel bodily to be around this person? How are you feeling in your body? Are you relaxed? Are you feeling tense? What's going on with your body language? Are you constantly crossing your hands? Maybe crossing your legs, which is showing a sort of like closed body language? Or are we feeling like more open and sort of like kind of like sitting in that chair and feeling relaxed and not all super rigid? Now, also something to know that when we're talking about certain things in the therapeutic space, it can make us feel a certain way. So if you're talking about traumatic experiences, of course, it may really come back to you in terms of how you feel it somatically. Soma from Greek means body, how you feel about it in your body. Is there certain areas that are triggered? Is there any somatic response? Second of all, after the therapy, right, you have to feel like $1 million. And by that, I mean that yes, therapy is hard work. And a lot of times people will feel like they're going out of these therapy sessions with a lot of thoughts. They may feel really drained and as if they've been really put to hard work. There is a lot of that mental processing that takes after the session. But the key point is that you have to feel like, yes, I want to come back to this room, regardless that it maybe has been a hard work, but I'm willing to do this work in order to grow, in order to become a stronger self, a better self, maybe to get rid of certain blocks that you have or limiting beliefs. So I'm willing to do the work in order to see the world sort of through the new, improved lens. So, something else that also sits with me is you're paying for these therapy sessions. A lot of times, therapy is a luxury for a lot of people. So, not everybody can afford being in therapy. And a reminder for you here is that there are low cost therapy services. And a lot of times, those low cost therapy services are being provided, for example, by trainee psychotherapists. And that was a part of my own clinical placement that I had to do through year 3 and 4 of my bachelor's degree in psychotherapy and counseling. So all I'm saying is that when you're attending therapy, and let's say you're attending a full fee therapy, it can be quite pricey. So just like you're getting, for example, a service, any professional service that you have to pay for, you want a good professional, you want somebody who will do the work, and you want the service that will achieve that something that you want to achieve, overcoming things, deepening your knowledge about yourself, etc. Could be many, many different things. Couples therapy, overcoming certain issues in the romantic relationship, lots of different things, right? All I'm saying is that if you're willing to put your time and money into the therapy, you also are expecting to receive something in return. And that would be maybe changing your patterns or changing the behaviors that don't work to those that work and those that are actually improving your life quality. You have to assess how is the therapy working for you. You can also talk about it with your therapist in the room, and give it some time. It's not just like things will be resolved within the first session. You have to keep going to see whether the therapeutic relationship is working, whether you are getting the benefit out of the therapy. And by that, I mean you have to monitor your own feelings, because you're the only one who really knows those feelings. See if it's working for you. And if it's not, you have to look for another therapist. There are a lot of therapists and there are a lot of clients, and there is a match for each of these individuals to come together and do some really, really good work. So that's me sharing about my personal thoughts about what is important when you're actually in the therapy as a client. Um, Definitely, there has to be a match of energies in the room. And by that, I mean that, when it comes to energies, it's not like you have to be both same or similar. It's really about whether it works, whether it's working for both of you. Do you feel uncomfortable to talk about your personal life? It's not a good therapeutic alliance. It's not a good therapeutic relationship. You have to be comfortable and confident to share as a client. And don't be afraid to speak up. Say things to your therapist, such as, oh, I feel XYZ about our therapy sessions, our therapy. I have never been to therapy before. Is that how people usually feel? Because I feel XYZ. Share. Lastly, make sure that you're attending sessions on the frequency that will work long term. Sometimes, and a lot of times, clients start therapy and they attend on weekly basis. As the time go by, it's not uncommon for a client asking to see therapist on a fortnightly basis, so every 2 weeks. And people have different needs, and people also have different budgets. So it can sometimes be in relation to the progress that has been achieved in the therapeutic space, in the therapy, and that people feel they have been supported enough and they are supported enough to maybe see therapists less frequently. But all I'm just saying is like be quite open in the therapeutic space about just simple things like your finances when it comes to the therapy. Is it affordable for you? Why is that you want to stop therapy? Is it because maybe there are changes? You don't have to go into details, but all I'm saying is like don't just quit therapy because maybe it's not affordable anymore. Your therapist may even be able to link you in with another therapist or with a low cost therapist. There always is a way, but you have to speak up. And that's a part of therapy. Therapy that really works, that you can speak up, or your therapist is encouraging you to speak up, or you encourage yourself to speak up to make the best out of therapy. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I have different videos on psychotherapy, counseling, and therapy content. Feel free to subscribe. I would really love that. Other than that, I will see you around, and I look forward to sharing more of my knowledge. And I look forward to seeing you around in my channel. Have a good day, have a good evening, and I'll see you around.